Tonight on Nightstand,
I'm a monk. People say you monkey around.
it's sex scandals in the church.
He took me in the rectory.
Let's put a plug in that kind of thinking right now.
Then,
Celebrities in Stardom. I recently rented you in chain bosoms and unchained bosoms.
Cindy Williams and Dennis Miller guest star in a knockdown, drag-out look at fame. And now, the host of Nightstand, Dick Dietrick.
The clergy, men of the cloth, we count on them to be holier than thou. But when you strip away those robes, what do you see? Well, if you ever got into a game of strip poker, you know. And nobody knows more than our first guest. She came to prominence a few years ago when she first went public about a string of affairs with several religious figures. She's now detailed all these affairs in her new book entitled, Oh God, oh God, oh God, Don't Stop. Please welcome Beth Ann McClure. Welcome, Beth Ann.
Thanks for having me, Dick.
Now, Beth Ann, for those out there who haven't heard your book tape or seen the TV movie starring Meredith Baxter Birney, let's backtrack a few years to when you were 17 and you became involved with the Reverend Tommy Lee Thomas Ministries.
That's right. I started attending his Thank God I'm Forgiven rallies.
Right, Thank God I'm Forgiven, better known as TGIF.
Well, actually, I started with his youth group, Bible Youth of Biloxi.
Right, BYOB. So, where did you first meet Reverend Tommy?
Well, I was a volunteer answering mail. So one night I was working late, stuffing envelopes and licking stamps, and he came into my little office.
Okay, so you were stuffing and licking. Please continue.
Well, we started talking, and out of nowhere he asked me if I had ever seen the Thornbirds.
The Hornbirds? Is that the one where the wife's out of town, the guy's got a really horny maid?
No, the Thornbirds.
The Thornbirds?
The Thornbirds, the TV miniseries with Richard Chamberlain as a priest.
Oh, right, yes. I've never seen that other one I mentioned.
Well, anyway, a little bit later, Tommy Lee asked me if I wanted some communion wine. I figured, hey, he's a minister, it must be okay.
But it wasn't wine that he gave you, was it?
No, it was tequila.
He gave you tequila. Did you swallow the worm?
No.
Oh, no, people! No. Don't travel to that neighborhood.
But I told him I didn't know if that was right. And he agreed with me, saying how we had to always be on guard against succumbing to the temptations of evil.
Evil such as?
Well, he put his hand on my leg and he said, this is wrong. Then he put his hand on my breast and he said, this is wrong.
Well, how wrong did he get?
Let's just say he went all the wrong way.
Wow, I mean, what are you thinking at this point, though? I mean, here you are, this young, innocent girl, no doubt wearing some simple frock with a scoop front and fresh cotton panties. And this middle-aged man is hitting on you. I mean, didn't your antenna go up? I know mine would have.
I blamed myself. I mean, he was a man of God. I thought it was my fault for tempting him.
Now, I understand this wrong-term relationship went for more than just a one-night stand.
That's right. It went on for 2 years, and after that, he passed me around the congregation.
So you were like a human collection plate.
It was awful, because then one of Tommy's friends would tell another friend, and he would tell another friend, and so on and so on.
Right. Well, you had good word of mouth. Then, of course, the scandal broke. We got all those great headlines. And it was after this that you sought refuge in the Catholic Church. Is that right?
Yes. I met this very nice priest. So one night after we'd finished counting the bingo proceeds, out of nowhere, he asked me if I've ever seen the Thornbirds. The next thing I know, he's pouring me communion wine. One thing led to another. He took me in the rectory.
Okay, let's put a plug in that kind of thinking right now.
Well, it wasn't long after that that I began experimenting with other religions beyond Christianity. And eventually, I turned to Judaism.
Okay, now, of course, I know about Judaism, but for the benefit of those viewers who don't, could you explain who Judy is?
No, Judaism, I became Jewish. A Jew.
Oh, Gesundheit. Then what happened?
Next, I met this rabbi.
So you got a minister, a priest, and a rabbi. Did you guys go into a bar?
No. One night, though, this rabbi and I went to a Seder, and after everybody else left, out of nowhere, he asked me if I'd ever seen the Thornbirds.
Uh-oh.
Next thing I know, he's coming on to me. He put his hand on my tuchus and felt my kishkas.
Oh, my God. So at this point, you're running low on religion.
I didn't want any more religions. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're all hypocrites.
Yeah.
That's when I decided to beat them at their own game. So I cashed in, got an agent, a new body, and started making as much money as I could posing naked anywhere I could.
Oh.
It did wonders for my self-esteem.
Oh. What a positive person. Okay. When we come back, the Reverend Jesse Jackson will be here to complete the limerick that begins, "There once was a nun from Carolina." Stick around.
Love the feel of coarse rope on your soft, bare bottom? You could be a guest on Nightstand. Call 555-DICKY. On the next Nightstand, tragic trick-or-treat stories.
Okay, you're a white guy living in Harlem. It's Halloween night. You decide to dress up as Al Jolson. Then what happens?
Find out on Nightstand.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We've been talking to Beth Ann, who told us how she spent 3 years with the TGIF Ministries as the parish pump. My next guest is an evangelist who is also the publisher of a magazine for promiscuous clergy called Repent House. Please welcome Reverend Martin N. Lewis.
Thank you, Dick. It's a blessing to be here.
Ah, very good. Now, Reverend, you've been backstage. You heard Beth Ann's story. How do you respond?
Well, Dick, I was not only listening, but I was praying because I feel for her. I know how much she has suffered at the hands of others. But as Leviticus said to Sabiscuit, "Ye who have planteth thine seed upon another, shall ye harvest the vine that ye hath destroyed."
So what you're really saying is, he that smelteth it, dealteth it.
That is a big amen, Dick.
Now, you, more than most men, understand how easy it is for a minister to stray. Is that right?
Well, ministers are people too, Dick. We have faults and flaws. We pull up our pants one leg at a time.
And you take them off even faster.
Well, exactly. That's exactly true, and no one knows this and hurts more than these men.
And you would know about this from personal experience, am I right? You have strayed, is that correct?
Yes, indeed, I have, Dick. But all I can say is I am a man. I have foibles.
Well, I'm surprised you can sit. Where exactly did this happen?
Well, Dick, in my case, it happened outside Atlanta. You see, I was down there preaching a revival meeting, and I'd been away from my lovely wife for about 6 weeks, and I'm telling you, all of God's juices just started building up in me until I thought I was going to be like a volcano and erupt. And then it happened. There they were, right there. 2 lovely young women sitting in the front row.
Ooh, a couple of real Georgia plums, all right?
Oh, amen, Dick. Ripe for picking. But I tried to ignore them, but I'm only a man. Yeah. So then after the service, we got to talking, and, well, one thing led to another, and I don't know what brought this on, but all of a sudden I asked them if they'd ever seen the Thornbirds.
Man, I gotta get this movie.
Then before you can say give till it hurts, I sinned. And then I sinned again and again. I let down my wife. I let down down my children. I let down my entire basic cable TV congregation. All because I let down my trousers.
Oh. And who can forget those photographs of you with that really unattractive prostitute who claimed she tied you up and spanked you and changed your diapers? I mean, that must have been embarrassing.
Oh, not till I got caught. But then I asked the Lord for forgiveness. I told him, Lord, I have sinned. And he made it easy to tell everyone just how sorry I was and how for a small fee they could individually hear me give a heartfelt apology on my 900 number.
Come on! This is a scam! This is not a man of God! This is a man of fraud! He hit on me in the green room!
Whoa.
I know, and I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Wait a minute, Rev. Every time you do something wrong, you can be forgiven?
Well, that's right, Dick. Sometimes on a good day, the Lord forgives me 3 or 4 times.
Wow. You must take a lot of vitamins. All right, when we come back, we'll meet a college co-ed who joined the Mile High Club with a religious man, but says she doesn't want to be a frequent flyer. Stick around. We're talking about scandals in the clergy. Now, many of us have sat on an airplane next to a crying baby or a really fat guy with BO. Our next guest sat next to a horny monk. She's a college co-ed who was taken advantage of sexually by a monk while traveling on an airplane. Now, her name is Deirdre, but we're going to call her Dee Dee because that's a really cute nickname. Dee Dee, tell us your tragic story.
Well, I was flying back to college from Alaska here to California. I go to State Tech University.
State Tech, a well-known school. What's your major there?
I'm undecided, Dick.
Well, good luck with that. So you leave Alaska, you board a plane, you take your seat, you look around to see if anybody left any earphones so you don't have to buy a pair. Then what happens?
Well, next to me sits this kind-looking man in a long, flowing orange robe. He was a monk from Tibet, and he said his name was Ki, and he seemed nice.
Mm-hmm. So you're on this plane, and you're sitting next to this monk, Ki. Then what happens?
Well, after we got up in the air and had leveled off, he...
So what you're saying is monk he see, monk he do.
Yes. And then... I'm sorry.
You know, Dee Dee, I am guessing this is difficult for you.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. You just take your time, okay? But if you could go now, I'd appreciate it.
Oh. Well, okay. Well, he asked the flight attendant for a blanket, and he completely covered us.
He was pitching a tent.
Yeah, I guess, but I was too scared to think, and then he reached his hand up under the blanket.
Okay, now listen, I know this is difficult for you, but we have to keep this graphic. So, let's assume that your body is a map of the United States, okay? And the monk went for some traveling. Now, where did he travel to?
Oh, well, he reached his hand up.
Okay, so he went to the Twin Cities.
Yes.
Okay, did he do any more sightseeing?
Yes, he went south.
Okay. Did he cross the Mason-Dixon line?
Yes.
Okay. Did he pass the Naval Academy?
Yes.
Here's the big one. Did he go to Florida?
No, not that far south.
Okay. So he made his home way down south in the land of cotton.
Yes.
Bad times there were not forgotten. Look away, you bastard.
Dick, if I may, I hope you said something to somebody, reported it.
No, I was ashamed, and I thought, who's gonna believe me?
I know.
I kept it inside, thinking I could put it behind me.
You tried to put it behind you, but it doesn't work, does it?
No, I can't get that monk out of my mind. I can't sleep. I don't want to go to church anymore, and I can no longer have sex with my boyfriend.
Can you have sex with anybody else?
No, it has destroyed my life.
Well, Dee Dee, your story moved us. The thought of you going without sex was more than we could bear. So what we did as a surprise, we tracked down that monk who ruined your life.
You did?
Yeah, that's right. In fact, he's backstage right now in our soundproof booth. Turns out his full name is Monk Dali Dung Chao Ki. That's right, the very same man who tried to get his kicks on your Route 66. Now, he thinks he's here to talk about Tibet and to get a monk makeover. But we're going to surprise him as you confront him.
Dick, I really don't know if I could go through with that. The memories.
You'll have to do it sometime, Dee Dee.
I know, I just feel like...
You have to face this and get on with your life if you ever want to be normal and have sex again.
And we don't want to help you with that, huh?
I agree with her. I agree with this young lady 100%. You've got to get this out into the open so that he can apologize and beg for forgiveness.
Okay, Dee Dee, you heard what the experts say. Audience, what do you think? Should she confront him? Dee Dee, how about it? What do you say? That's the spirit. Okay, very good. When we come back, Dee Dee is going to get the chance to confront her tormentor and get this monk off her back. This will be great.
Hey, you can get Dick on the World Wide Web. Cruise on by.
Thank you. Okay, we're back with our topic, soiled cloth scandals of the church. With us is Dee Dee, who was groped on a plane by a monk and now becomes hysterical whenever she sees this picture. But we've convinced her she must confront the man who robbed her of her youthful innocence. Isn't that right, folks? Okay. We're going to get this done, Dee Dee. Oh, you know what? You've got some mascara running. Miller, can we get some towels out here? I want you looking fresh when this monk comes out here. Very good. You know, you might want to blow your nose, too, because unfortunately you got one right.
Oh.
You got one right there. Like a piece of Spanish moss. Anyway, you take care of that. I'm going to go back. Miller, can we come in here and get this cleaned up? I'm going to go back and get the mug. This will be just fine. Now, remember, folks, he's in our backstage soundproof booth. He thinks he's here to talk about Tibet and to get one of our popular monk makeovers. So let's see what he says. Hello, Dolly.
Oh, hello, Mr. Dietrick.
How are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, you think you're ready for this?
Oh, very ready.
Yeah.
Do you think I will get facial?
Oh, I think you're going to get the works. Yeah. You're going to get all your bases covered. Okay, folks, here he is, Monk Dali Dung Chao Ki. I don't understand. I don't know what's... Okay, listen, why don't you head up on stage and take a seat there next to Dee Dee, who I think you already know.
Oh, no. I don't think so. But it's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, we can't do this.
Airplane girl.
That's right, Monk.
Yeah,
That's right. We played a little trick on you. It's the fetching co-ed from the airplane who you tried to take advantage of.
You told?
Yes, she did.
Ooh, so what do you have to say for yourself?
I just want to say how very sorry about the entire incident. But I forgive you.
What?
Wait a minute. How dare you blame her?
What?
Oh, bad move, Monk.
But I did tell the truth, didn't I?
The truth is you tried to seduce this poor girl on an airplane. Isn't that right, Dee Dee?
Why would I do that? I am monk. I am celibate. I don't think these thoughts.
Oh, come on, Monk. You expect us to believe that?
Oh, boy, Monk, they're never going to forgive you if you don't cop to it.
No, that is not true at all. Yes, I got on the airplane. Then I took my seat, and after a while, this nice girl started up conversation. I tell her I am monk with vow of celibacy. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she says, "Have you ever seen the thornbirds?" I said, "What?" And then she says, "Hey, how'd you like it if I spanked the monk?" And the next thing I know, she was reaching for my robe.
Wait a second. Are you saying you never once went to the Twin Cities?
Twin Cities?
Yeah, you know, chiches, headlights, happy bags.
Oh, happy bags.
Yeah.
No, not once. Hey, I'm a monk.
Yeah, but people say you monkey around.
No, I'm too busy praying to put anybody down.
You're lying! You're lying!
Fess up here, Monk. Get it out in the open.
Uh-huh.
I don't think the monk's telling everything.
Oh,
No, I tell the truth. I tell the truth. No,
Stop! He's telling the truth. I hit on him, and I made the whole thing up.
Dee Dee.
Sorry,
Dee Dee, why would you do something like that?
because I wanted the attention for a change, and I wanted to become famous, like Beth Ann or Tonya Harding or Divine Brown, and I wanted to become famous the only way you can become famous these days, by being in a scandal. Sorry, Dolly.
It's okay. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Me too. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You know, Monk, I had a feeling this was going to work out for you tonight.
Yes, I am glad too. I just hope that Dee Dee can get to a happy place in her life.
Thank you.
Well, what have we learned tonight? Well, we've learned what some people will do to get famous. But to all the Dee Dees of the world, let me tell you, being famous is not all that great. It's cost me a lot. My two sons, Richard and Dick Jr. Because of my fame, I could never work out a visitation schedule with their mothers. As a result, I missed everything from Richard's graduation to Dick Jr.'s conception. So the next time you want to be famous, think about it. For now, I'm Dick Dietrick. Who wants an autograph?
Wait, don't go to that kitchen yet. There's a whole lot more of Nightstand coming right up.
Celebrities. We see their movies, we listen to their music, we lie just to serve on their juries. But is fame limited to the well-known? Tonight we're going to shed some skin on this question. Layla Downs first became famous the second she met Sly Stallone on the set of the third Rocky film. Now she puts forth all the details of that relationship. Miller, that's good writing. Anyway, she details all the details of that relationship and ones with Billy Idol, Eric Estrada, Jose Canseco, and the artist formerly known as Gallagher. All this in her new book entitled My Nights Under the Stars and My Days on Top. Please welcome Layla Downs.
It's a true pleasure to be here, Dick.
Oh, great. Now, Layla, over the past 10 years, you've had more celebrities going in and out of you than a parking space at Spago. How do you go about meeting all these celebrities?
Well, actually, Dick, it's as simple as A, B, C, D. Accidents bring celebrity dates.
You know, I've heard of accidents bringing celebrity children, but never celebrity dates. How's it work?
Well, what I do is I create an accident with a celebrity, and I make him think he's hurt me. And that gets him interested in my well-being real fast.
Ooh. How'd you figure this out?
Well, I discovered it one day when I was driving on the freeway, and I was cut off by Jeff Bridges.
Ooh, Jeff Bridges of the famous acting family, Father Lloyd, brothers Bo and Todd.
I bruised my shoulder. It was nothing serious, but he was very concerned, and he ended up asking me out on a date.
Ooh. So obviously this theory of accidental contact has worked for well. In fact, you detail all these encounters and many others in your book, which reads like a who's who of who. How did you meet Sting?
I bumped into him at the gym, elbow lacerations.
And Jack Nicholson?
I walked into his 7-iron, fractured tibia.
Oh. Gary Busey?
Oh, I fell into his motorcycle, punctured nasal cavity.
Ooh. And Kato Kalin?
I tripped over Kato coming out of an unemployment office. But I don't think he'll remember.
Oh, that Kato. Anyway, all these accidents have created, you've become a celebrity yourself now.
That's right, that's right. I now have a thriving career in made-for-video movies.
Yes. I just recently rented you in Chained Bosoms and the sequel Unchained Bosoms. I loved all four.
Thank you very much.
Well, Layla, you look at fame from the inside out. My next guest looks at fame from the outside in. Miller, you're hot today. Anyway, this guest is a man who puts his nose in everyone's scuttlebutt. Please welcome gossip guy extraordinaire, Francis DeMule. Francis.
Hello, Richard.
You are the guru of gossip, the Raja of rumor. What's the latest from Tinseltown?
Well, dear, based on the success of Hugh Grant's movie 9 Months, all the studios are hot on the concept of the pre-opening scandal. So look out soon for Kevin Costner to be caught smoking crack with an underage transvestite.
But tell us about the gossip game, Francis. How do you nab the blab, dig up the dirt, scoop up the poop? That last one's rhetorical.
Fortunately, dear, everyone has a story they're only too willing to sell. Towel boys, bus boys, cabana boys, paper boys, box boys, errand boys, fly boys, sailor boys. I'm sorry, dear, did you ask me something?
Actually, I didn't ask you anything, but you obviously love your work.
Oh, yes, sweetheart. You see, there is something special about being around people who are so special.
Well, if they're so special, then why don't you report the truth about them?
Well, I report nothing but the truth. Like your new breasts.
Layla, you're not going to take that lying down, are you?
Why not? She takes everything else that way.
At least the men I sleep with are old enough to drive.
Well, dear, considering the number of men you've served, you should have golden arches over your bed.
You're just jealous of someone who actually knows celebrities.
Oh, please, that phony old ABCD. Dick, do you know what that stands for? Nothing but a bunch of old cow dung.
Well, that would be ABOOCD.
It's not phony. I can meet any celebrity by accident within 10 minutes.
Accidents? Is that why you keep falling to your knees?
Oh, you bitch!
You tramp.
You're a pillow biter.
You're nothing
You're a
but...
prissy little nothing.
You're a silicon
You're
chick.
a wannabe.
Oh.
You don't even know anybody.
Hey, ladies! Let's calm down, okay? There's only one way to solve this. We're going to put Layla's methods to a test. Are you game?
You got it, Dick.
Okay, Miller, come on out here. Take Layla down to Tribeca, that celebrity hangout in Beverly Hills.
Hi.
And let's see if she can accidentally meet a celebrity. And speaking of accidents, when we come back, we'll hear what Lisa Marie saw when she accidentally caught Michael Jackson in the nude. Stick around.
No feast bar, none at all. Here's one luscious ice cream, chocolatey biscuity bits, and even more toffee gooiness. And now it's 10% bigger.
We don't have to take that sort of stick, young man.
You're right, Wall's Feast Bar, the feast bar none, and no stick.
On some upcoming nightstand, they're laughed at, ridiculed, and no one believes their story. They're married men who only have sex with their wives. Only on Nightstand.
Thank you, welcome back. All right, from the woes of celebrity gossip, we go to the woes of being a celebrity sibling. Miller, you keep this up, you're getting a parking space. Our next guest is the brother of David Letterman's band leader, Paul Shaffer. Please welcome Barry Shaffer.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show, Barry.
Thank you so much, Dick. Thank you.
So, Barry, you are a musician like your brother, is that right?
Yes, I also do the music thing. Paul's been very nice to me. He let me his act. In fact, he even let me dig this organ out of his trash.
Well, it's boss that you guys get along so well. But, Barry, let's take off the bloody gloves that don't fit. In your book that was never published, you describe yourself as a miserable failure. Now, who would say that about you?
I did.
But all that changed when Paul got the gig on Letterman, right?
Yes, Dick. That's right, he got all the breaks, but I got the hair. In a nutty, twisty, crazy kind of thing, Dick, I began to lose my identity, and soon I began to do the morning cocktail thing. Then the drug thing. And then the gambling thing. And then, of course, the prostitution thing.
Okay, Barry, enough about the perks, though. When did it start to slide?
It was sliding, babe. You know, I just couldn't handle my brother's success. But luckily, I found help. I found a place where I could get some help. A fantastic place called BB.
BB?
Bitter Brothers, babe.
Well, wouldn't that be BBB?
No, Dick, it's just Bitter Brothers. Oh. Yes. See, it's a support group for the LaToyas, Titos, and Marlins of this world.
It sounds terrific. We got a caller on the line. Caller, are you there? Caller, you there?
Yeah, hi, Dick.
Yeah, you got a question?
Yeah, I've got a question for the gossip guy.
Yeah, Francis, go ahead.
Yes, I was wondering, who's got a bigger penis, you or Howard Stern? Baba boo, baba boo, baba boo.
Okay. Hey, stop. Let's stop that, right? Let's stop that call right there. Let me explain this to you folks. This is a call from a fan of this jock shock named Howard Stern. She's laughing, but I've never heard this Mr. Stern's program. I know nothing about him, his sidekick Robin Quivers, Stuttering John, Jackie the Joke Man Martling, Fred Norris, Ganji Gorilla, Billy West, Gary Delabate, or Gay Rich, who stops by occasionally. I've never heard any of them, and what I do know of them, I absolutely detest. Okay, when we come back, we're going to play Black Jeopardy and Lesbian Dial-A-Date, so stick around. Have you or a relative ever made love to President Clinton? If so, give us a call. Thank you. Welcome back. We're exploring fame by association, and I think Layla is just about ready to have a close encounter of the celebrity kind. Layla, can you hear us?
Yes, I can, Dick.
Ooh, great. That means the audio company got our check. So where are you?
I'm here at Tribeca in Beverly Hills.
Ooh, the eatery and drinkery of the stars.
That's right, and as you can see, there's a lot of action. There's lots of celebrities. In fact, according to one of the busboys...
Oh, that's McClovio! Hi, Matt!
We just missed Chuck Norris and John Kennedy.
Ooh, I didn't know they were an item. Ooh, have you zoomed in on a target yet for yourself?
Well, I haven't been actually able to... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think we're onto something. I've just spotted Dennis Miller over by the Heimlich maneuver poster.
Ooh, Dennis Miller.
That's right, he's eating some crab cakes.
Well, if anyone knows their way around crabs, it's Layla.
All right, Layla, we're going to get you set up. We'll check in with you in a little bit, okay?
Gotcha.
Francis, Dennis Miller, pretty impressive, huh?
Oh, absolutely moi, dear. Dennis Miller, leading roles in Disclosure, The Net, and now starring in the new Tales from the Crypt movie. Ooh. And to think, on Saturday Night Live, he was considered the one who couldn't act. Lorne, the man's a star.
Well, I don't know what Lorne Green has to do with it, but... Anyway, let's get back to you, Barry. Yes. Your celebrity sibling support group. I understand this group was formed by Jerry Van Dyke. Is that right?
That's right, Dick. Jerry did found the group, but fortunately, he left us once he got some work on the fabulous show Coach.
Oh. Interesting, Barry. So it sounds like you guys are really performing a service.
Well, we're trying. And with the help of Joey Travolta, Roger Clinton, and both Landers sisters. Ha-cha-cha. We're really reaching out to people who need our help.
Well, that's wonderful. Okay, from the way Miller's drooling, I guess Layla's landed a big one down at Tribeca. Is that right, Miller? Layla, how's it going on the Dennis Miller stakeout?
Well, we were right on schedule, Dick, and I was just about to approach him when he ordered a second cappuccino.
Ooh, probably getting all hopped up for a comedy gig tonight. Francis, I understand you've brought us a story so sordid, so shocking, even Springer wouldn't touch it.
That's right, Dick. So, of course, I brought it to you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So what have you got?
Well, Dick, this is the story of a woman who came to this country with nothing but a few pesos and a recipe for flautas.
You know, I'm curious. How many flautas in $1?
I don't know. Anyway, this woman took a dream job in Beverly Hills and found herself in a hellish nightmare that drove her to tears just thinking about it.
Ooh, that sounds terrific. Folks, let's bring her out. Please welcome Miss Blanca Verde. Hello, Blanca. Merci for joining us.
You are welcome, Mr. Dick.
Blanca, can you tell us the name of your evil employer?
Well, we'll give you a hint. Now, go ahead, Blanca.
Ishlamil Ishlamasel Hosn Pfeffer Incorporated.
She work for a law firm?
No, Mr. Dick. I work for Tindy Billions.
Oh, Tindy Billions. Oh, from Naverne and Shirley fame. Yes. Of course, you know, it's hard to picture Milwaukee's sweetheart in any kind of lurid, compromising position, but I'm willing to try.
I can't work for Miss Tindy. I'm just a poor woman, only trying to be feeding my crying babies.
Ooh, a reminder, our next week's show, childhood nutrition. Is it overrated? Please, go on.
She is crazy with the drugs. In her arm and up her nose.
Whoa.
I know one work there, but I need the money.
Uh-huh.
And then she beat me.
She beat you. I know the pain.
Mr. Tindy, no better.
Mr. Tindy.
He likes the boys.
He likes the boys.
He come home one night
Uh-huh.
into my room and he's drunk.
Uh-huh.
And he think I'm a boy.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
And he called me Johnny. And he is a scoutmaster.
You're Johnny and he's the scoutmaster.
And he beat me.
Well, Blanca, let me ask you this. Do you have a green card? Better yet, do you have a gold card? Forgive me, Blanca. I just wanted to interject what we in English call a comedy zinger. Gracias for playing along.
I can't live with these secrets in my heart.
And you don't have to, my vato.
That's right, Dick. Blanca has also worked for other Tinseltown trash, and we're writing a book together.
Well, I think writing a book is good therapy, but facing your demons is good television. Because backstage right now is your employeress, star of the hit comedy Laverne and Shirley. Please welcome Miss Tindy Billiams. Welcome to the show, Cindy. You probably know Blanca. Blanca Cindy, Cindy Blanca. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Hello, Blanca. I hope you're enjoying your 15 minutes of fame. And now that you've had the thrill of spreading these vicious lies about me and my family, why don't you tell everybody how I paid for your full medical coverage? How I got you your green card. How I put your son Nacho through chiropractic school. And now, Blanca, I would like everything back, and I mean everything.
Here go the earrings.
Everything? You're forgetting something.
Take it off.
Okay, Blanca. All right, Blanca, where is it? You know what I'm talking about.
No sé a qué se refiere.
I want it back.
Le he dado todo, mi sudor, mi sangre. ¿Qué más quiere?
No, I want it back now, Blanca.
This is all over a cat?
Not just a cat, Mr. Everything that's wrong with show business. You know something, Dick? It's sensationalistic talk shows like yours that offer rat butts like him a forum to spew their bile. Shame on you, Dick! Shame on you, Dick.
Hey, Cindy, any TV projects coming down the pike? Well, I guess not. Well, we've had a pretty action-packed show so far. Not much left to do but check in with Layla. Layla, how you doing down there?
I'm getting ready to make my move, Dick.
Yeah, I think we just heard that a couple of minutes ago.
There's Dennis. Gotta run.
Oh, there's Dennis Miller right there.
Okay, good to see you.
There he is.
All right.
Hey, are you okay?
Oh, you're Dennis Miller.
And you're Joey Heatherton.
I'm Layla Downs.
Hi, Layla.
Nice to meet you.
Oh! She did it! She did it with a couple of minutes to spare, but remember, folks, Layla is a professional. Don't try this at home. So what have we learned about fame? Well, we've learned that fame is usually limited to the well-known. And that fame is fleeting, and that the famous shouldn't hire illegal aliens. But there's also a downside. You see, people are always watching you when you're famous, and as a result, things you take for granted are hardships for people like me. For example, I can't buy Preparation H without people gawking at me. I can't stiff a waiter. I can't hang around a Catholic girls' school waiting for that 3 o'clock bell. And I'm forced to wash my hands after using a public bathroom. So the next time you're standing in line to buy some hemorrhoid cream, think of me. For now, I'm Dick Dietrick.